For some more food now. And,
Poi feta, you know what it means in Italian?
No.
When you smell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you feta.
Really?
Sì, sì, you feta. In Napolitan you say you feta. I feta, so smell.
Oh, right.
Before I start the
smelly
cooking,
cheese.
I wanted to show... Is it my time now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK, before I start the cooking, I wanted to show something. Have we got the camera up here?
Did you see that?
Yes. See that they've got a little bit of bubbles. I don't know if people can see. Maybe you can't see. Sometimes you need to be careful when you frying something in oil to make sure that the frying pan that you're using is dry well. Because, you know, you pick them up from the dishwasher, you wash them quickly, then you put them on the stove and put in the oil, and you end up with a little bubble of water, which are really dangerous because all of a sudden it can start to spit on you.
Yeah.
So that is one little tip that I want to tell. OK, so crispy pork chop, you're already eaten.
which I'm loving every bit of it.
Do you know, because, you know, sometimes pork chop, they can be quite dry.
Dry.
Yes.
I love when somebody can cook it and it's really, really good. I'm all over it. But when it's dry, you just go, what's the point?
You know what the problem is? That we still are, well, not me, but we still are in this mentality that you completely have to cook pork like there is no tomorrow. Yes, the pork can carry some of the diseases which are dangerous, but we are not in the 70s anymore. Now the technology and the way we raise animals is like, so you can have it a medium well done. You don't have to completely dry the pork out. One of the recipe to make sure that the pork keeps moist and very tasty is actually this one. It's a Milanese-style way of cooking, which is breadcrumb, the egg. The original Milanese will also have flour, but we are not going to do that. The first thing that I'm going to do is finely chopped fresh rosemary.
I mean, that
How cool is that?
Yeah.
And fresh rosemary, look what I do. I put in the breadcrumb, is one of the very few herbs that they can take the heat of the oil. Think about it. If it was mint, basil, parsley, chive, they're all very watery herbs. They will start to spit everywhere. Rosemary is like thyme, or is like oregano. One of these herbs that are quite dry, quite woody, so they can take the heat. Now I told you about the breadcrumb and the rosemary. Let me go back to the peas and pancetta. One of the easiest side dish that you can do.
So delicious.
You get a packet of pancetta, diced pancetta. You put it in a pan. No need to put any oil or butter because the fat will come naturally. Then you put it there on the heat, and very simple, defrosted peas. Okay, just defrost. If you can get them fresh, even better. But defrost the peas, put them with the pancetta, and let them cook together for about 5 minutes.
So
no more than that. And it's actually tasty. You don't have to
beautiful.
You don't have to add any salt because the pancetta is already salty.
Amazing.
Probably a little touch of black pepper. I tell you what, guys, children absolutely love the peas and pancetta.
Peas and pancetta.
Now, if you think about it, cook some pasta, nice and al dente. You got the leftover peas and pancetta. Get some soft cheese. We all know the soft cheese you can get. No, feta is not soft cheese. Soft cheese like mascarpone, Philadelphia, all those kind of. You mix it up in the leftover peas and pancetta, and all of a sudden you get a pasta with the flavour of the peas and pancetta and the mascarpone. Amazing. Try with the kids, they will love it. OK, peas and pancetta tossing together like this. Let it fry for about 5 minutes. The chop, how do we deal with the chop? First thing that we have to do, guys, when you deal with the chop, you're going to have to score the fat because otherwise it's going to curl and it's not going to be nice and fat. So get a pair of scissors, get a knife, get whatever you want, but score the fat. At that point, cooking hammer or rolling pin, whatever, just slightly, not too much. I don't want it too thin.
Even though it's got a bone in it?
Yes, I like
you leave that bit and hammer around it?
Yeah, just hammer it around the bone.
Yeah.
I like the bone because then after you chew the bone.
Chew around it,
yes.
Yeah.
So mash it down a little bit. At this point, what do we do? Very simple. It goes into the egg first. The egg now acts like glue. OK, so very simple. You put into the egg. The good thing about this dish, you can prepare it the night before for the day after. The only thing that you ever remember if you do that, just before you fry, put it in the breadcrumb again, one more time, because the humidity of the fridge, it makes the breadcrumb soggy.
Oh, OK.
So you can
do egg it again?
Yeah, no. You egg it and you breadcrumb. OK, so let's pretend that this is for tomorrow, OK? So you egg and you breadcrumb. At this point, you put it on a plate, cover with cling film in the fridge. The day after, just before you fry, keep the dry breadcrumb that you use it, re-breadcrumb again.
Yes.
So it's nice and dry, and then straight into the oil. And job done. Take it away from the fridge a good half an hour before, though, It's very important, because otherwise, cold meat, it takes longer to cook.
OK.
OK, so that is important. The other thing that I like to do is to put fresh chopped mint into the piece, just to give it that extra freshen. This is done, by the way, yeah?
Lovely.
This is done. And if you got extra rosemary, you can put a little bit of rosemary into your oil and start to flavour the oil. If not, you can use some sage. That's another herb that Phillip can take the heat of the oil. And then you pick up just the way it is, and you fry it. Yeah, fry it on both sides. I would say 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Che è successo, Phillip? Tell me. What is the situation? What's up? You need to go to a link, and I'm taking too much long.
No. I didn't understand why suddenly I'd become an expert on sage.
No, sage, because we were talking about which herbs can take the oil. Woody. Yeah, sage is one of those ones because it hasn't got a lot of water in it. Right? So this one, guys, very simple. 4 or 5 minutes on each side. Make sure the oil is not too hot, because otherwise you burn the rosemary and the breadcrumb, and you want it golden, like the one I did it for you.
It's so nice. The rosemary in it is amazing. And it's like the nice saltiness of it as well. It's so good.
These kind of dishes with breadcrumb, when you fry them, it's like you can do this one with chicken, you can do it with veal, you can do it with beef. You need to make sure that the seasoning at the end is seasoned to perfect. And it has to be slightly salty.
Yeah.
Because you got the sweet fat of the pork.
Yeah.
So it needs to balance the sweet fat of the pork.
30 seconds, Gino, 30 seconds.
No, I'm done. Listen, they see in the plate what it looks like. You can do whatever you want. You can link or whatever. It's no point of me saying...
And potatoes are lovely as well.
Are you not going to plate up a beautiful plate?
E che plate up that they already seen the plate up? Che poi do things twice? Va bene. You do the link and I plate up, and then you come back to me, please.
OK, that's fine. Fine. Well, we'll put details of how you do the potatoes on the app.
The potato, sweet potato.
Gino, that is delicious.
You boil them for 5 minutes, you cut them in half, a bit of rosemary,
ready ideas for ready chefs, go to our app.